Okay. Lori, you want to do a little intro before I get started?
I'll do the best I can. I don't have any notes in front of me, but David Weinstein is I believe, the president of HomeKeepr,
I'm one of the co-founders. Yeah.
co-founder of HomeKeepr, which we all love, which when we settled, your client got on the blog, letting them know, what to do, what times of the year. We all love that service. HomeKeepr is partners with Move Guru.
Yep.
So Move Guru is the concierge service that is going to be offered to our clients. So we've been working with David. We've been vetting this out for the last month. He's answered every question that we could possibly throw at him with, complete certainty and accuracy about what happens, when it happens, and how to make the most of this product and offer your client something really, really nice. So David, you've been really gracious, very patient with us to get through this process because we do move cautiously when we introduce new products. So with that being said, we do welcome you, and everybody, just kind of keep, if you have any questions, I guess just hold them. David will answer them at a certain time, and he's going to explain to us the new process. So welcome and go for it.
Thank you very much, Lori.
Sure.
Thanks for setting this up. It's been a pleasure working with you. Yeah, you've asked great questions because when you're talking about client interaction, it pays off to be very, very careful and judicious about how we treat our clients because we want everything to work and have it work well. So I'm going to walk through this little slide presentation I have. There's a chat right here. I encourage you to just type your questions into the chat the minute you have them. I might spot it and answer it real time. I might save it toward the end. I'm going to type in some key links to keep track of in here. And I wonder if if you can mute yourself, that'd be great. And I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to start with my screen share right now. Also, if you want, I can see you. So if you just want to wave your hand for a second while I'm going here, I can try and call on you as well. But we're definitely going to do Q&A at the end to go over everything. All right, you can see my screen? Okay. As Lori mentioned, HomeKeepr and Move Guru merged on January 1st of this year. So we had complementing feature sets that don't really matter all that much about who did what. The point is, our products are not fully merged into a single product yet. So you may get an email from Move Guru, you may get an email from HomeKeepr. They're the same company. There is no difference between there's no daylight between Move Guru and HomeKeepr. We're one entity at this point. For those of you who've been using HomeKeepr to date, all it means is you have more. Nothing is being taken away. Only things are being added. Okay, so they're just for you HomeKeepr users. I like to think of it as a HomeKeepr Plus. Got it. Muted her. All right. As a concept here, I just want you to understand that what we're trying to do as much as possible for you is allow you to hit the easy button for a series of things for your clients that'll take work out of your hands. We're trying to make your life easier. There are things you could do yourself that we do that could take you longer or cost more money. But if you want the easiest way to do it, the most automated way to do it, that's what we're trying to offer you here. Ease and free. And by the way, everything we're talking about here is free to you, free to your clients. It's not a catch. I'll explain how the whole thing works later on in the presentation. But just as you're absorbing this, just remember, all we're trying to do is automate stuff for you so you can be valuable to your clients long-term. And in general, we're going to try and we have a series of products. The idea is to be wherever your clients want us to be. We have blog posts for social media. We have an app for home management that's branded by you. We have widgets for your websites, right? We have email campaigns. We're trying to be wherever your clients want us to be, branded by you, again, automatically and free. So what is HomeKeepr? Before we get into the how-tos a little bit, just as a concept, we are a concierge service offered by you to your clients to maintain the relationship after the closing. When it comes to getting a client in the door and finding them a home and guiding through the transaction and all that kind of stuff, we got nothing to offer you there. That's what you guys are expert at. However, once the transaction is over and your job is done, right? And the relationship can begin to fall apart because the homeowner's in their home and you're busy on the next deal. what happens then? We have a whole series of things that we're touching your clients with that's branded by you to make you more valuable to your clients, right? The only way to be part of your client's life in a meaningful way and grow a book of business where you're driving referrals is to be valuable. And that's all fine to say, but doing it can be very time consuming and expensive. That's why we do it for you. That's what we're trying to accomplish here. How to get started. We are going to set all of this up for you. All of you will get HomeKeepr accounts and Move Guru accounts automatically. We're going to do one more training tomorrow, and then we're going to launch tomorrow afternoon. Everybody gets an account. You can customize it whenever you'd like. You can opt out whenever you'd like. Okay? No one's compelled to do this. You can opt out. But to start with, everybody's getting an account. If you already have a HomeKeepr account, don't worry about it. You're keeping your old HomeKeepr account. We're not starting you over. But just as a statement, as an overall, anybody with an earshot of this webinar, you're getting a HomeKeepr account. And this thing's going to start tomorrow afternoon. Yes, you can opt out whenever you want. Yes, you can opt individual clients out whenever you want after that as well. So there's total flexibility, but we're starting with everybody. That's what all those emails about. That's why I'm saying this over and over again. I want it to be crystal clear to everybody. Now, let's talk about what's happening here. The best place to start is our moving concierge. Okay? Let's talk about what the moving concierge is. When your client goes under contract to buy a home, we are going to pick that information up in SkySlope. When we met a couple weeks ago with Lori and Lou, we got things connected with SkySlope. So now automatically, when one of your clients goes under contract to buy a home, we are going to reach out to that homeowner. No one else gets their data, by the way, just so you know. Only we get the homeowner data, and all we get is their name and email and phone number and so forth. We'll go over all that in a minute. But the point is, we call them and we say, hi, this is Erica's moving concierge, or this is Sharon's moving concierge, or this is Tammy's moving concierge. We understand you're moving. How can we help you with your new home? And we help them right there on the phone get their electric, gas, water, TV, cable, internet, home alarm, all on one phone call. If you think about it, this process for a homeowner can be hours and hours on the phone. Dozens of phone calls, massive frustration. With HomeKeepr / Move Guru, we can do it in about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes on a single phone call. And those pesky utilities that refuse to get online, they think it's 1986 somehow. We do a 3-way call. We get on there and we help the homeowner sort it out right then and there. This is a massive time saver, right? We're saving your clients time, maybe even some money. We're helping them shop. Now, why would you do this as a realtor? Well, one, you want to be helpful to your clients, right? That's part of what you do. It's kind of why you're in this business. You're not in this business because you're not a helpful person, right? It also has the benefit of setting the stage for the post-sale relationship, right? If you go around, and I hear every realtor industry talk about, oh, it's more than just a transaction, we're part of the home. Well, this demonstrates that. This sets the stage for services and value beyond the transaction itself, so that when HomeKeepr sends them a blog or a maintenance reminder, or they find a home service pro on your website through the widget, they're thinking about you as someone who is valuable for home ownership. And that has legs to it. That's how a relationship that can last for years and years and years and grow your book of business. That's the idea here. The moving concierge is so important because it sets the stage. It's also automatic. You don't have to do anything. This is all going to happen automatically for you. No additional effort by you at all. What we need from you in SkySlope to make this work, okay, we don't need money from you. We're not charging you for this. We're not charging your clients, but we do need this basic information about your client. Why? Well, we need their name so we can customize all the communications. When they get a blog post, when they get a discount, I'll go over all that. We want to address them by their name. That's easy enough. Email, obvious enough. We need to email them communications about their home and part of the blogs and all the automatic content we're going to send on your behalf. We need their phone number so we can call them and offer them the moving concierge. If you do not give us their phone number, we cannot call them and begin this process. You're leaving value on the table. We don't give their phone number to anybody else. We have no reason to, we have no benefit for it. And this will make sense in a minute. We need their new home address because we got to know what services are available. Before we pick up the phone and call them, we want to have what cable companies in the area, what are the utilities, what's available, what's the rates. So when we get that person on the phone, we're not starting over, oh, where do you live? What's your zip code? And like dragging this call on any more than it has to be. And we need their move date so we can time this up. One of the things about the HomeKeepr / Move Guru system is everything is timed up. So they get things when they need them. For instance, before they move, they get a discount from Home Depot. They get a discount from Pods. The day of the move, they get a discount from Papa John's Pizza. Why? Because every night, every first night in every home, you order pizza while your kitchen's not set up. It's timed up. It's not just random. We're not just spewing information out thoughtlessly. It has to do with their life. It's a customized experience. Okay? That's why you got information. It's imperative that you give us this information. Otherwise, your clients will miss out, and then you'll miss out.
Hey, David, can I just say one thing really quick? And then it's just a reminder. So guys, when we were going through just pulling data and looking at the data, there was only about 17% of our transactions that were really having the email and phone number in there. Obviously the names were in there, then the address and the move date. But if it was, it would either have the email or the phone number. Please, if we could get better with data entry, you have your client's phone number and email. You've got it. You got it. So we have to get you to not put to be determined or whatever 111111111. We just need you to get that data in there so that it'll work out better. Okay.
Yeah, Eddie Schmidt. Is it Eddie or Edie? I'm afraid I'm screwing it up. Eddie Schmidt asked, "Isn't the address and so forth in SkySlope? It's only in there if you put it in there. We're not asking you to put it in there a second time, obviously. We want to avoid that. Just put it in SkySlope one time, and it should be sorted out." Christopher, I'm going to get to your question in a little bit. Okay, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going to put a pin in that because I want to make another point. Whenever we talk about client data, every realtor's ears go up, as they should, and they want to know about privacy. Why? We all want to protect our clients' privacy. Why? Because it's the world we live in. We all understand what's going on here. So I just want to be upfront and put it in bold letters so there's no mistaking what's going on here. We never sell your data or your client's data, ever. We don't do it. We're not motivated to do it. We don't make money off it. I'm going to tell you our business model in a second. And if you ever got wind of the fact, if you ever learned that we sold your client's data or your data, what would you do? You'd cancel the account the next day, and that'd be it, and we'd be out of business. So we do not benefit from it. We do not do it. Your client's data is safe with us, period. What's the catch? I've been dancing around this. Now let's get into it. Our revenue model is different than other software company revenue models, right? The world is changing. This is a new way of doing things. Traditionally, you get a product like software, you pay for it, right? And in general, if you don't pay for something like Facebook or LinkedIn, you know that if you're not paying for it, you're the product, right? We've all learned that in the last decade. But in this instance, neither is true because the way we earn money is through the moving concierge system itself. When your clients sign up for Dish, Vivint, Verizon, AT&T on down the line, those companies pay us when we connect one of your clients. And they all pay us. So I don't care which company your client chooses. I'm indifferent. I got no dog in that fight. So those businesses pay us. We can offer you the software for free. There is no catch. That's the business model. It's simple as that. And you're getting lots of goodies. All right. I just wanted to make sure you understood how this worked before we get into the rest of it. Let me crack open a soda here. My voice is getting numb. Okay. So that's the moving concierge. That's traditionally how things kick off, right? As I mentioned, timed up. Oh, you know what, Christopher, I'm going to go back to your question. Time frame for first contact. What we're trying to do, Christopher, is we're trying to contact your clients. We try and start it about 3 weeks out from when they move. Because that's when they start to think about these moving concierge things. Now, if you're closing in 2 months, you might be thinking about what cable your company to use, and the day before it's too late. So we try and do it 3 weeks out. And I sent Lori, I believe, our contact schedule down to the letter, which we can get to you as well if you're interested. But we try and time it up so it's most advantageous for the client. All right, sorry, wanted to answer that question. Discounts. You can see here a sampling of some of the discounts that we're going to be sending to your clients. Again, it's timed up to go to coincide with the move. And it starts before they move and it ends 100 days after they move. Why? Because that's when homeowners spend a lot of money on their home. And 15% off Home Depot, think about that. If you're getting a new refrigerator and a new washer dryer in the same shot, that could be a huge savings for your client, right? So there's a tremendous amount of value in these discounts. And this is just the first volley, the first bit of things we're sending to your clients, of course, branded by you. That's valuable to your clients automatically. Again, everything I've talked about has happened for you with you doing nothing. It all just happens in the background automatically starting tomorrow afternoon. Okay? That's the discounts. Then once a quarter for the life of the home, we're hitting with more discounts. We don't want to feel like a penny saver, right? Just a little too much. There's such a thing as too much, right? So once a quarter thereafter, we're hitting with discounts as part of a continued client for life campaign. Now, all that stuff has happened automatically for you. Now we're going to get into some stuff, a mix of things that happen automatically and things that you can do if you're a super go-getter. First of all, you can sign into HomeKeepr, right where it says sign in. It's not rocket science. You'll jump in, you'll do it. You can always click, forget your password, do a reset. Again, this is simple. You can put your picture, you can, customize it with your headshot and your logo, with many of you have already done. And you can see there's an example right there of the app, right? You're branding the app with your headshot and your logo, because everything we do is branded by you. Okay. And then there's the dashboard. Now, one of the things you can do with HomeKeepr, and this does require a bit of effort on your part if you want to do it, is upload a list of your favorite home service pros that you recommend to your clients in the area. That is, say, painter, plumber, electrician, architect, and any other business you like, preschool, hair salon, nails, whatever you want to do. You can customize this. Now, what does that do? It makes you more valuable to your clients because they don't know who to call for roofing. And it makes you more valuable to your sphere of influence. Think about what it means for your book of business. If the painters, plumbers, electricians in your area know that you're involved and you're recommending them to clients, aren't they going to be more likely to recommend you? So you can always go to HomeKeepr and send us your vendor list up, and we'll upload it into your account for you. So anytime someone interacts with HomeKeepr and it's branded by you, they have access to your vendor list. Okay. You also can use our Pro app to pull contacts out of your phone's contact list. Okay. We have a Pro app for you. You can take pictures of business cards. So if you have a stack of business cards, that's fine. Just take pictures of them, send them to us. The point is, you don't have to type out all the data. Just send it to us, right? And we'll upload it for you. Again, we're trying to automate as much of this as we can for you, so it's super easy to use. You can also invite vendors to your you can let vendors know, you can invite them and let them know that you're recommending them. Why? Because they can claim their free profile and add information about themselves. And it puts you in a position of letting them know that you're recommending them, right? If you recommend them, they don't know, it's only half the equation. You're leaving value on the table. You want to let them know that you're recommending them. Therefore, they're more likely to recommend you. Now, you can invite past clients and prospects into HomeKeepr. You can, not just people who are moving, right? So we start with the moving concierge, but what about the 100 people in your database? Absolutely, you can invite them too. Lots of ways to do it on HomeKeepr. I'm not going to go over every one. You have a client invitation link in HomeKeepr that you can use on social media, in your email signature, what have you. You can send us a list. We'll invite them for you. The point is, if you investigate HomeKeepr a little bit, it can engage your sphere of influence. But now let's talk about HomeKeepr live, okay? So let's talk about the client experience if you invite your client, right? So there's the moving concierge, and we get that. What happens when we're done with the moving concierge? Well, your clients will land, and this is true whether they're going through moving concierge or they're a past client. They land on a branded landing page like this. Again, notice it's branded by you. You'll also notice they can jump in and use the moving concierge or search your Home Pro list without ever creating an account. They can just jump right in and use HomeKeepr. They do not have to create an account. If they do create an account, they'll be prompted to download the HomeKeepr app. Again, there you are, right? And we know they're connected to you because you invited them. Well, what's in the app? Well, there's this directory of home service pros. Again, you see all of these things are integrated into one solution, right? You're everywhere. Your digital footprint is everywhere. This is your vendor list of people you recommend. Don't worry about all these categories. It's a demo account, right? We'll only show categories where you upload a vendor in there. And great. So now let's think about what happened. Maybe they went through Moving Concierge. Maybe they didn't. You invited them. They downloaded the app and they say, oh, great. This is a fantastic list of home service pros that I could use for my home. But I don't need it today. Today I have soccer practice and my job and I'm not thinking about this. So what happens? How are they going to remember 6 months down the road that this list and this app and you are available to them? Two main ways: maintenance reminders and the blogs. I'll do the maintenance reminders, then I'll do the blogs, and then we're almost done. We're almost at Q&A, okay? Maintenance reminders. Here in the app. Here's a list of maintenance reminders. Let's look at one. April, irrigation system startup. Makes sense in the Northeast here, right? And you'll notice it has what, why, and how. A little reminder to start up your irrigation system. Of course, your branding is there. Your branding is all over HomeKeepr, right? But how do we know they have an irrigation system? Well, we do a survey about the home. We ask them, and they do a quick survey. You can even do this for your client if you wanted to during the walkthrough. They tell us it's a single-family home. It's cold sometimes in this area. What kind of cooling system do they have? What kind of heating system do they have? You can see how easy this is. Point and click, and boom. Now we have a customized, branded maintenance reminder list automatically created. No additional effort by you whatsoever, right? So now that's their maintenance reminder list. And they'll hear from you once a month about their home, specifically branded to you. Now, what's the other thing that we do to keep in front of them? And this is our most popular feature. And we're now the blogs are the last section of the webinar. This is our blog. Some of you are already using these things and know about them. Here I am in the agent portal for HomeKeepr. And inside is this shareable blog content. It's just a fancy way of saying blog, okay? So let's back up for a minute. We write this blog automatically for you every week, twice a week. So if you don't already have a HomeKeepr account, starting tomorrow afternoon, so that'll be Monday of next week, you'll get your first blog post from us. So we write them twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and we send them to you as we publish them. And they're about every facet of home ownership you could ever imagine. You can see some samples here: HVAC, painting, landscaping, smart home, on and on and on and on. And other than being nice content about home ownership, the thing that appeals to most realtors is that it's branded by you individually. We're emailing you your own link because your branding goes with the blog post. It kind of looks like you wrote it. In fact, as I scroll, your branding stays right there. And they can search for vendors. So this is a landscaping blog. They can search your vendor list and find a landscaper right there from inside the blog. So again, this is content that's going to start coming to you for free automatically twice a week. What do most realtors do with it? They click the Facebook share button and they pop it on their Facebook business page. So now everybody knows they're supposed to have content for social media, right? You're supposed to be posting on your Facebook business page. That can be time consuming and difficult, can it? Well, now it's going to happen for you automatically. In fact, you can even automate this process. We have an automation with Facebook where you can go to Facebook, go to m.me/HomeKeepr, wait for your account to get set up, and have these blogs posted to your Facebook business page automatically, twice a week, every week. Back to your clients. We were talking about client experience, right? We sort of got sidetracked on what you get. We were talking about this blog. What do the clients get? Your clients get the maintenance reminders once a month, and they get this blog once a month. Once a month, we look back at the best performing one of these blogs, and we send it to your clients automatically once a month. Again, without having to do a thing. If you never picked up or logged in any of these systems, starting on Thursday, your clients will get Moving Concierge and they'll get the blogs and the discounts automatically without having to lift a finger. You want to jump in and do more with it? Absolutely. You can have content for your Facebook business page automatically twice a week. Last thing I want to show you. You can even have this blog on your website such that your website always has fresh content. It's easy to set up. You'll hear me talk about our widgets, quote unquote. It's our widgets that make this possible. But you'll notice this blog is branded to the realtor whose page this is on, right? Lisa has this on her webpage through our widgets. So again, all for free. It's all up and running and ready for you whenever you want to do it. You do have to set this up. Our support team can help you with that. I'm going to put in an email here, support@homekeepr.com. That email address is always being watched. Oh, I sent it to Eddie Schmidt. Sorry, I'm going to send it to all of you. Sorry. @homekeepr.com. Any questions about any of this? Anything you don't understand? Just email us.
Well, David, I'm sure we don't understand how to really get the widget on our website, but I'm sure that it's really not as difficult as some people may look at it. There's a lot, we have a really user-friendly system to update the websites that come with Realty One Group Restore. And guys, I'm just going to say that this is easy content. These are things that I've been getting really good results. People enjoy getting this because it's not too much and it's really things that they need to do. Like they're appreciative of it. You do look like an expert. Getting two things out to social media and getting something fresh on your website is going to be what you need to do.
Yeah, I can't say any better than that. I do want to point out to you that on HomeKeepr, on your portal, there are all these sections we went over, right? My vendors, my clients, the blog content. Here's the widgets, okay? There are actually two widgets. There's one for the blog and one for the Home Pro search. So right here is where your Home Pros can be searched. You can put this little search, you see this on your website as well. Why would you do that? Because as you're out and about and you're not even in marketing mode and you're just having lunch and someone says, oh, you're a realtor? That's great. You know a good architect? You can say, yeah, just go to my website. All my Home Pros are right there. It makes you and your website the focus for all this stuff. It's an extremely powerful tool to add this functionality to your website. And I just wanted to point out to you, if you go to the HomeKeepr site and log in, and you go to My Widgets, and you just scroll to the bottom, there are how-to videos for how to do this.
Yep.
It's super. Some people are going to see this computer code, and they're going to say, oh my God, computer code. Try not to. I don't know what the computer code means either. It doesn't matter. I don't know how the TV remote works either. I just push the button and it works. You just copy this code into your website and bang, there's more stuff on your website. It's as simple as that, I promise. Any questions about support? Someone's calling my name.
Yes. When you add, so at the bottom of there where you just showed us the specific, architect or whatever, is that the ones that we added already?
Yeah. This list of Home Pros is your list of Home Pros.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have a list of Home Pros, we can help you. So if you feel like, oh, I don't really know many people, stop what you're doing, email support@homekeepr.com. We will help you find pros, and there's other things we can do to help in this regard. Don't ever be afraid of doing that. I also want to show you one other thing. We're almost done, by the way. youtube.com/homekeepr. So let's say we do this webinar, and then you go about your day and you forget, and tomorrow you want to get started on it, and you can't remember how something worked. Go to youtube.com/homekeepr, because we have each feature broken out in small 3 to 5 minute videos. So you don't got to hear me drone on for 45 minutes. You can just bang through different features as you go. We also, I want to point out how the help section here, I went into that too quickly. On the upper right of HomeKeepr, it says help. The help section has, you see it says Move Guru, owners of HomeKeepr. It's all one thing now. Click on HomeKeepr, and there are articles to go over each feature, plenty of info. You can always email support@homekeepr.com. Lori can reach me anytime, okay? We only succeed if you succeed. We are a realtor-focused business, so do not be shy. Reach out to us. We want this to work. Now, I saw some questions above. I want to go back above, answer questions, and then we'll do Q&A again here. So let's see here. We did that. We did the time frame.
Mhm.
Vendor list. Vendor list. Lori, you asked. If you need a vendor list, you can email support@homekeepr.com. But I want to show you something because it's important to understand how this thing works. Let's say you want to jump in and start using this thing, but you want to get your own vendor list started and you're going to do it by hand over the next 4 weeks. And you say to yourself, well, I don't want to start using this until I have vendors. Don't think that way. I'll tell you why. Because we have vendors to back you up already in place. I'll show you what I mean. If I search here for mortgage, and this is a demo account that I have. So hold on. Mortgage, we'll put in Mortgage Pro here. Mortgage Professionals. And Lori, what's your zip code?
19426.
So this is the demo account that's based in New Jersey. You'll notice we have vendors already lined up in that zip code, right? It's just not recommended by you. So your clients never walk away empty-handed. We show your people first, but if you don't have somebody, we back it up with other vendors that other realtors have recommended. Again, so your clients don't walk away empty-handed. Belt and suspenders approach. So definitely, if you're the type of realtor who does sphere of influence marketing, BNI, Rotary Club, get your own vendors, give them to us, we'll put them in there. No problem. But if you don't, that's okay too. Your clients don't
Yeah,
walk
two
away.
of our mortgage lenders are showing up right on there. I just saw Contour and Singleton Group, so I just saw 2 of them on there. If you scroll down there, maybe it's not Christopher Gallo, but it's but can you add them from there? So suppose you search them, can you add them onto your own list?
Just email us and tell us.
Okay, just email
Just
you
say,
and tell you. Okay,
please
cool.
add this. Yeah, you can do that with any HomeKeepr feature you want.
Nice.
Just email us, say, hey, please add thus and so to this or that. Now, we can't set up the widgets, the blog, or the number widget for you, but we can walk you through it step by step. But everything else we can do for you. Add this pro to my thing, add this homeowner, delete this pro, that plumber went out of business, get him out of there. We'll manage the whole thing for you.
That's great. And David, you know what? And guys, I want to tell you something else. So Kathy LaMonaco has a link on her signature line in her email that actually says, need a plumber? Check out my vendor list, and has a link in her email signature line that goes right to this HomeKeepr site. So, I mean, she's really been using it. Mike Jr.'s been using it a lot. I know Rochelle has been using it. There's been a lot of people that are getting a lot of good results from it. And I actually enjoy I'm on their list of like people, and I enjoy getting it. So it's a great thing. So now one other question. So we go live tomorrow. So that means if you have a listing you put into SkySlope, nobody's getting contacted. When your listing goes under contract, it's not really for sellers as much as it is for buyers, to be honest, but your sellers still do need some help too. They could transfer their utilities if they're going somewhere else as well. But it is probably, I would say, a lot of the time buyers, right?
Absolutely. It's much better for buyers, although it does work for sellers as well.
Yeah.
You start with buyers because they're moving into your market. You're going to be more relevant to the land. If they're moving to California, we can help them, but you're not going to be as part of their life as someone who's moving into your marketplace.
Correct. And then the last thing I want to say, guys, is this. So suppose you have you have a client who's like a client who doesn't really like to be contacted, by anybody. When you put that client, I say, we put it in there, we put them they are under contract in SkySlope. The next day before Move Guru reaches out to anyone, you're going to get an email that says, hey, we just noticed you put this client under contract. We're going to reach out to them, and you can simply opt the client out and like individually, so that if you know you got that one person that, you know, God forbid they get an email from someone and, you know, it's going to be a problem. 99% of the people are going to want this, but there's always going to be that 1% that you're going to know who that is to opt them out so that they don't get contacted, and then go from there. So you always have the option to do that before they do contact. So
Absolutely. You can, I'm glad you said that. You can opt out. If, however, you think this is a good thing, I'd be talking about with clients throughout the whole process. During your pitch, hey, I'm more than just an agent. I'm going to help you with everything. Once you're in with me, you're on autopilot right through. Expect the moving concierge call. It's a better experience for everybody. They're expecting it. They're going to love it that much more. So
Yep.
if you like the idea, I would front load the experience. So there, Lori, is one other question I want to get to, two other questions, and then we really are just about done.
Yep.
Is there a way to get the blog post to be sent automatically by email to current contacts without? Yes, you can, by putting your clients into HomeKeepr. So the question is there a way to get the blog post to be sent automatically by email to current contact lists without having them sign up? And the answer is yes. If you send us a list of your clients, okay, and we add them to your client list here, not through Moving Concierge, but just into the system, they automatically start getting blog posts. They didn't have to do a thing. They don't have to sign up to get them. And of course, they can opt out.
Right.
Just to say that out loud. Clients can opt out of any of this anytime. No one gets an email that doesn't want one. Always, just so we're clear on that. But anyway, yes, to answer your question, Shirley, just give us the list of clients. They'll start getting blog posts every month automatically. Next question. Social, no, we don't have an automatic social feed for Instagram as well. That's in the pipeline. We're working on that, but right now it's just Facebook. But they have to click the link and agree to get them, right? No, surely they do not have to click a link to agree to get them. They'll be getting the blog posts from us once a month. But again, they can certainly opt out anytime they want. I don't see Shirley's name on the list, or I'd look at you. Anyway, so the idea is it's automatic, and of course, they can opt out. All right. I've covered a tremendous amount of ground today. As it's starting to settle in, are there any additional questions for me? You guys have asked a bunch of good questions. I don't blame you if you're done for the moment. Okay, again, conversation is not over. We are here to support you. Support at homekeepr.com is a great way to reach us. Lori can always reach me. I think we're done, Lori, unless there's something else you want me to go over.
No, how are you guys feeling about it? You guys can unmute and just tell us how are you feeling about this? Are you excited about it? I mean, we did a lot of vetting out to make sure that it was going to be something very beneficial for you and your clients. And you know, it did take over a month, so we were just wanting to see how you guys were feeling about it.
Lori, I already use it. I've been using HomeKeepr for a while, probably since I started over at Realty One.
Yep.
And for the blog post, I set that up a while ago. It's great. So this is just an added bonus. I'm excited to start setting it up and using it.
Cool.
Yeah, Christopher.
Thanks, Chris.
For your past few clients, if you mean Moving Concierge, that may be past an opportunity because they're already in the home. But just so we're clear, you can invite your past clients and they'll get the blog posts and everything else. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear. I'm excited because I had a client who was a senior client, and she had a tremendous amount of stress and anxiety over transferring utilities and everything. She had no access to email, all phone call, so it was a very trying process for her. So this system sounds fantastic for clients. Good. That all in that kind of category.
Well, I'm sorry your client struggled, but going forward, we have a solution for you.
Yeah, we got her through it. This is just going to be a lot simpler one on me.
Awesome.
And actually, and it's going to be nice that she'll say that when they call, they're calling on behalf of Chris. So when you tell them ahead of time to expect a call, they don't feel like they're getting scammed or somebody's trying to, just be like, oh, you got my data and you found that I'm moving. No, they're calling. You tell them they're going to be calling, and they say Chris from Realty One Group Store. So it all matches up nicely.
All right, Lori, I can't improve upon that, I don't think. Oh, Mary, thanks so much. I'm glad you like it. That's great. Tom, thank you. Deb. Lori, thank you very much for setting this up. I really appreciate it.
All right, and we'll recommend for everybody that didn't get on this to get on here tomorrow.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Take
Enjoy.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Megan.